Hello, visionaries. Butch Hartman here, and I am so excited you're here because you're a visionary and you deserve to have your vision come to pass. You deserve to have your vision become a reality, and how exciting would that be? I'm not talking about the small visions, although those are very important as we step towards the big one. But I'm talking about that vision you never in a million years thought would ever come true. It's going to come true. I promise you. I promise you. I don't know how you're going to get there exactly. Hopefully some of the teaching we give you here on Vision Possible is going to help you. I really hope it does. But everyone's got their own path. Everyone's got their own footsteps. Everyone's got their own trail to follow. And hopefully you can blaze a trail for others to follow. Look how many people have started something awesome and then people instantly jump on and follow. Look at Walt Disney. No one had ever made an animated feature before ever. And now that's all you see in the movies now are animated features. You know, who else was there? Like, oh yeah, the Beatles. There was really no group at the time that wrote their own songs and played their own songs and then sold their own songs and had success with their own songs, what the Beatles did. Then suddenly it's cool to play and write and sell your own songs. You know, I'm talking, there's a million examples we could come up with. McDonald's is another one. No one had ever delivered food that quickly at a diner, especially not over and over and over again with huge success. McDonald's did it. And then everybody else, then you get Burger King, then you get, you know, Wendy's, then you get Jack in the Box. I probably went out of order there. But anyway, McDonald's was first. But think about that. You're a trailblazer. And today's, let me just give you a little backstory on me today. I'm a little hot and sweaty right now because here in LA, I'm getting ready for an event at my home. And I don't know what time you're watching this, but I'm setting up my house right now, and I had to come on live here. And so I was in the middle of setting some things up, and so I'm a little bit exhausted because I'm preparing. I'm preparing for this event I'm having at my house today, and I'm gonna have some amazing people over. And we got, you know, some food we're gonna make and some drinks and things. It's just gonna be a lot of fun. And but anyway, you got to prep for that. You can't just have people show up and have nothing. You need to have food and drinks and, you know, cups and plates, and hopefully music would be nice and things like that. So we're doing that here at my home, and you know, we had to start early and just get this stuff going. And I'm taking a break now to address this amazing visionary audience, because you folks need to be folks of preparation. If you're not, you really need to be. I was going to call today's message, but I have a choice. I have two choices here. As I start talking, I have stuff written out here, but then as I start talking, I'm going, well, maybe I should make this message about preparation. I think I will, in the future, make a message about preparation. Like, let me jot that down. Always got pen and paper right here so we can jot things down. Because listen, future messages for you folks are very important. How many messages have swayed you in your life? How many people's words have influenced you in your life? Messages, you know, are important. And I take this very seriously. Everybody here at Vision Possible takes it seriously. In fact, if you guys want to join our Protegé program, if you're watching this video now, great. You can also watch these videos on XOTV. Go to xotv.com, and XOTV is awesome. It's like YouTube. It's a newer version of YouTube, but on there we have a subscription service. So not only do we have these videos, but you can subscribe and become a Protegé member on XOTV. You can be a gold, silver, or bronze member, and depending on your level of subscription, you get access to different things. You get access to these videos, our library of videos. We have hundreds of hours of teaching now. You have access to hundreds of hours of teaching, and we do a live Zoom call once a month with only Protegé members. So if you're on, we just did one the other day. Went fantastic. It was so cool to interact with the Vision Possible people. But go to XOTV, sign up to be a Protegé member. We'd love to have you be part of our family. You're already part of the family, but we'll have you be part of the exclusive family where you can get special access to things. And even you can sign up for coaching, one-on-one coaching with a team member here at Vision Possible. You can do me, Nathaniel, Ryan, Carly, or Julieann, or get two of us on there. Or just do the Zoom call once a month. We're happy to have you. We are excited to be able to interact with you. So, all right, here's my message for today. Let me take a drink of my beverage because I'm a little parched. All right, so today's message is called FOMO, F-O-M-O. F as in Frank, O as in orange juice, M as in Mary, O as in, oh my gosh, I'm the last letter. It's an F-O-M-O, FOMO. Many of you know what that means. Many of you don't. For those of you who don't, F-O-M-O, FOMO, it's a brand new term. I just heard it like about 3 years ago. I never heard it before. But it means fear of missing out. Fear of missing out. What did I miss? What's going on? Have you ever been that? I mean, it seems to happen to me all the time where something amazing will happen just around the corner. I'll run around the corner and everyone went, oh my God, you should have seen that. It's like, I remember we were whale watching up in Alaska, my wife and I, and we're on a boat, we're freezing and everything, but we're going to see some whales right in the water. And these humpback whales. And I, of course, turned this way. My wife turns the other way. And she goes, oh my gosh, it's like SeaWorld. And I turn around and I'm just seeing the very final moment of the whale, like the last bit of the whale's body smashing back into the water. The whale had come up out of the water. My wife saw the whole thing. I saw just the last bit of it. But anyway, stuff like that. And, I don't confess that over myself. Like, oh my gosh, don't ever confess negative things over yourself. That's another way to avoid FOMO. But how do we avoid FOMO? How do we avoid the fear of missing out? I guess the way to avoid that, I wish I had a super great answer for it, but I wanted to talk about it because fear of missing out basically means that you are constantly feeling inadequate. You're constantly feeling insecure. You're constantly feeling that you're not as good as, or you're less than, or you're, not special enough, or whatever it is. That's what FOMO is. FOMO is a way that you feel as though you didn't do something right, you don't deserve something, and that's what that is. I mean, listen, are there events in your life and moments in your life and opportunities that you might miss? Yeah. But how do you handle that? To handle it as like, oh, woe is me. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I did this. This is so horrible. I can't live through this. Is that how you handle it? Or do you handle it like, okay, look, I missed that opportunity, but I'm going to try even harder for the next one. That's what I think you should do. You need to look at these opportunities as, look, you didn't miss it. You just weren't ready for it at the time. My wife and I are doing some real estate investing. And listen, this is something I could have done 25 years ago, 25, 30 years ago. I could have easily got into real estate in some form. I'm not saying I was rich, but I could have somehow made a way to buy a piece of property or buy a condo or a small house or something. I just never did. It didn't occur to me and I didn't care. It was the last thing on my mind. All I wanted to do was draw cartoons. See this? As long as I had food and a restroom and a piece of paper and something to draw with, that's all I wanted to do. I didn't think about investing. I didn't think about money. I didn't think about any of that stuff because I didn't care. All I was focused on was doing cartoons, making TV shows, and entertaining people. That's it. What's the funniest joke I can write here? What's the best way to pose this character? What's the best way to design this character? What's the best way to do this, and that? And that's what I focused on. And as a result, that's what I got good at. That's what I got successful at because I focused on it, right? I'm not saying I didn't focus on some other things. There were some things I tried as well at the time. We actually tried some real estate investing at that time. It went disastrously because we got in over our heads. Another story I'll tell you about. But anyway, it all got cleared up. Took years to clear it up, but it got cleared up. But we didn't know what we were doing because we didn't. I didn't care, and we had no knowledge. It just seemed like a good thing to do. Bought too high, sold too low, didn't have the right people helping us, didn't have anybody. Anyway, long story. Point is, at that time when I was doing the cartoons, I would sometimes look at people that had a lot of money from real estate and I would have some FOMO. I'd be like, wow, I wish I had that kind of money. But I wasn't ready to do what they were doing. They were doing real estate. I wasn't ready for that. I didn't care about it. I wanted what they had, but I didn't want to do what it took to get what they had. I didn't want to go through that process. You know what I mean? A lot of people also want to do what I do. Like these shows back here, Fairly Odd Parents, Danny Phantom right there. That's the Fairly Odd movie right there. That's a live action movie starring Drake Bell, where Drake Bell became Timmy Turner. We did 3 live action movies of Fairly Odd Parents. It was a blast. And we're doing a live action TV series now. It's going to be on Paramount Plus. This is being broadcast in June of 2021. So the show should come out sometime in 2022. It's a live action version of the Fairly Odd Parents. It's going to be awesome. I am so excited for you guys to see it. But anyway, FOMO would happen to people who looked at me. They wanted what I had, but had no clue or no desire or didn't have the need or the want to go through what it took to get where I am. You know what I mean? And listen, there's people that are far, I don't want to say above, because no one's above anybody, but what I mean is, you might look at certain people in Hollywood and think, oh, that person's super rich, and they run a TV studio, they run a movie studio, they've made movies that have made $80 million a week at the box office, that kind of stuff. Yes, there are those people. I haven't done a lot of those things, but I've done a lot of things comparatively in television, and I've done, some really successful things. I thank God for all of that and the amazing people I've had around me. I thank my wife and my family. It's not a one-man show, one-person show ever. You are not a one-person show. You're not a one-person show. Anyway, FOMO, fear of missing out, I'd be like, wow, look at those people in Hollywood. I can't believe they have all this success and all this fame and all that. Well, they did certain things to get where they are. Somehow they got in that gate and somehow they got to where they are. It didn't just happen accidentally. And it's not going to happen accidentally for you. If it does, let me know so we can repeat the accident. Spider-Man getting powers, getting bit by a radioactive spider, that was an accident. That's a Spider-Man story. But I can't look, for example, I can't look at Paul McCartney. I mean, I could look at Paul McCartney of the Beatles and get FOMO. Fear of missing out. Boy, did I miss it. Boy, how come I don't have what he has? I missed that opportunity. I can't look at Paul McCartney and do that. First of all, Paul McCartney's 20 years older than me. He was 21 when I was born. I was born in 65. He was already like 21, 22 years old then. And he had an opportunity and it came to him and there he is as one of the Beatles, I use the Beatles all the time because they're like an epitome of success. You can always look at them. And everybody to this day still knows their music. That's why they transcend generations, and they always will. There's other things that do that too. Walt Disney's another one. I use him as an example. There's inventors like Elon Musk, those kind of people, Steve Jobs, all these people that, Martin Luther King, that will just transcend a generation. They'll live forever because of what they've done and what they've accomplished. But I guess the point of this message is, don't let FOMO take you over. Don't give in to fear of missing out. Oh my gosh, I'm going to miss out. You're not going to miss out if you're prepared. That's how I'm tying it all together. See, I'm tying it all together. Like, I'd have missed out on a great party if I didn't prepare for these people to come over today. You know what I mean? But they're prepared. I got this great setup out here. I got some great food we're going to have, and I'm prepped. And so now everyone can come over and have a great time. And that's what this is all about. I'm going to make sure my guests are entertained because I don't want them leaving my house going, man, I remember going over there again. Or, boy, I can't believe he would treat us that bad. You know what I mean? And listen, my friends coming over, they mean a lot to me. Their opinion means a lot to me. Their hearts mean a lot to me. Their lives mean a lot to me. I want them to go away better from me than they came. I want them to be blessed because they came. You know what I mean? I want you to be the kind of person that people want to be around. In a way, this sounds weird. In a way, I don't really want this, but you want them to look forward to seeing you so bad that they'll have FOMO. Oh, I can't miss this opportunity. You know what I mean? I can't miss this opportunity. You need to create an atmosphere like that around you. Like these shows I created. I wanted people to love them so much they would be really upset if they missed the shows. That guaranteed they would always watch, and that would guarantee I would always entertain them. You know what I mean? Your vision has to do the same thing. You've got to make sure that people want it so bad that they'll pay any price for it. Within reason, of course. I just went to Disneyland the other day. It was so cool. Went to Disneyland, and the park has been closed for the last year, of course, because of the coronavirus. And so park has been closed. It's finally reopened for California residents. I live in California. I got to go. And we didn't have to wear masks. The mask mandate, the employees wore masks, but the guests did not have to wear masks. And you talk about a feeling of liberation and freedom. Being able to go back to Disneyland without a mask on was so amazing. But here's one thing about Disneyland. It goes back to FOMO. People love it so much. They literally will pay any price to go into Disneyland. You know how much it cost me to go to Disneyland when I went? I went with 3 other people. There were 4 of us. I paid just me alone. I paid for a park hopper pass, meaning you can go to Disneyland and you can go to California Adventure, which is right next door. 2 amusement parks. It's amazing. And they're both incredible. California Adventure did not start out incredible. They redesigned it and it's better now, but it's amazing. It's really cool. But I paid $200 just for me. I paid $200 just to walk into an amusement park for about 12 hours and have a great time. Fortunately, because they're just opening the park subtly and slowly, there wasn't a ton of people at the park, and it was great. It wasn't crowded. We got on every ride. You could move, you could breathe. I've been at Disneyland when it's shoulder to shoulder, and it is just crazy nuts there with all the people. But people will pay any price to go to this thing, and that's what I mean. Your vision has to be something people want to do and want to see and want to experience at any price. There's a part they added to Disneyland as well, which is so cool. It's Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. It's a Star Wars land. They had Fantasyland, Frontierland, Tomorrowland, and now they have Galaxy's Edge. And you're like Star Wars at Disneyland, but they did an amazing job creating the world. And there's a full-size Millennium Falcon sitting there, which blows my mind. It looks great. It's incredibly well done. And there's a brand new ride there called Rise of the Resistance. It's a great Star Wars ride where you get in, you get captured by the Empire, and then the rebels free you. And I won't go in any more of it than that, but it's one of the, it's the best, I say this, I'm on video saying this, it'll be here forever. It is the best amusement park ride I've ever been on in my life, the Rise of the Resistance. I mean, yes, there's other rides that are great. I've worked up to this one. Rise of the Resistance is great, and I'll be honest with you. Next time I go to Disneyland, I will have FOMO. I will have fear of missing that ride. I don't want to ever miss that ride again. You can't even just walk up to the line and stand in line. You have to register on an app, and they have to okay you, like as a group, to go on because so many people want to go on that ride. You have to your app number, your group number has to be called on the app to even go into this ride. So they make it even more exclusive. And there's a good point. How can you make your vision so exclusive and so incredible that people will pay any price for it? You know, they're going to have FOMO. I can't miss this. I have to do this. I'm looking into all kinds of different things for my career right now. You know, I'm going to be starting some different coaching programs, and I really want to know if you guys want to be part of those. The Vision Possible people. I'm going to be. I don't really know what kind of courses to start yet. I mean, I'm preparing a whole bunch, which is super exciting, and they're almost done. I guess what I meant was I don't know which one to release first. I've got several in the can ready to go. So I'd like your opinion, actually. Maybe you can let me know. Would you rather have a class, let me ask you this. Which course should I release first? Writing for animation, show development, how to draw cartoons, or what's the other one? Hollywood business management. So it's, cartoon creation, show development, writing for animation, or Hollywood business management. I'd like your opinion and leave a comment down below. Which one would you like to get an exclusive class on with me? And you could even get on the phone with me too. I'd have video courses, then you could even get on the phone with me and I could help you walk through a project as well. So let me know. I'm curious. I do want to release these soon and I'm very excited because I want to keep expanding my teaching program. Because again, I wasn't ready before. And I've been ready all these years and I've done a few little teaching things. And now I'm really ready to do this. You know, and like I said, fear of missing out just means you're feeling inadequate. Don't feel inadequate. You're just not ready for what's ever out there. Don't feel like you're missing out. Oh, I missed that opportunity. You didn't miss it. You're just not ready for it yet. George Burns, I think I said this on my last video. Maybe I didn't. But George Burns, if I didn't, we'll say it here. George Burns, the actor, said that what you're ready for usually shows up. Write that down. What you're ready for usually shows up. When you're ready for it, it'll show up. Doesn't mean you sit around waiting. Hope it shows up. No. You're going to get to it because you worked for it and you got there yourself. That's what it is. So FOMO, fear of missing out, is not something to fear. Because you might have missed something cool. You might have missed that. That fly ball at the baseball stadium. Oh, I didn't see it. I was in the bathroom. Or whatever. You might have missed something. But opportunities aren't missed. They're just not there yet because you're not ready for them. Hope that made sense. But guys, keep working toward those opportunities. Your vision has to be something people will pay any price for. And I'm gonna make that a whole new teaching too. I think that's good. So let me know what coaching program you want to see. Writing for animation, show development, How to Draw Cartoons, or I think I got them all right. Oh yeah, and Hollywood Business Management. Which one of those 4 would you like to see released first? Because we're getting those ready. I really want to know. And also go to the Vision Possible Protegé program. Go to XOTV. Look for Vision Possible. Sign up for our coaching program there. Again, gold, silver, or bronze. And you get access to all of our video library. And you get access to us once a month on a Zoom call, or one-on-one coaching too. You can book that too. It'll be awesome. All right, have a great week. And we want to help make your daydream your day job. See you later.